This is a theme song.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Don't expect anything.
Oh, boy.
See, like that.
What?
It reverberates in my head. My skull
It's
just
supposed to.
throbs at it.
It's designed.
It's
To
not
hurt.
designed.
It hurts. Yeah, it's not designed.
Firstly, not designed.
Well, I perfectly curated my oh boy to the best way to.
I have heard him in his room just muffled like, it's just for
I think it
30
was just
minutes, just the
stepping
same
on
thing
Lego.
over and over again.
Welcome to another
Of all the people,
episode.
he definitely still owns Lego at this age. Look
I
at him.
definitely do. I have
Lego's
over,
cool, what do you mean?
over
Yeah,
40
but like,
sets.
No.
not even, he doesn't own it in a good way.
I have
Explain.
over 40 sets of Harry Potter Lego.
He has Legos like sex
You've
dolls.
seen it.
You don't
Yes,
have 40.
Over 40 sets.
Alright, let's get to the episode.
They're about. It's a gold
Speaking
mine.
of cool things,
Welcome to another episode of Don't Expect Anything, the podcast where we've never seen a woman naked before,
Because it's a podcast. and you can't
so no, you
really
can't really see anything.
exactly. I meant
well said.
I meant in the fact
I
that
guess every podcast.
I have over 40 sets of Harry Potter Lego, and that doesn't really
That's close. That's
get me anywhere. But if I undress the Legos with my eyes, it's something. To my left.
You'd have to like paint the Legos because the
Yeah,
clothes
yeah.
is like painted on.
The human embodiment of a old cardigan. It's Huw Davies. What's up?
How do you feel about
I
that?
don't know. What's up is problems with the metaphor, but we'll move around.
Okay,
move
and,
along, shuffle down the aisle.
To my right, the human embodiment of an e-tablet. What's up, Josh?
An e-tablet.
Yeah, just like ecstasy.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. I thought
Yeah.
like a tablet.
Just
but
like-
then, yeah, an
like
E,
a,
I'm
like a
but it's
surfer,
already
like a
tablet.
Windows Surface Pro.
Oh, yeah. I'm not.
I'm ecstasy incarnate.
Yeah, I think
right?
so.
That's cool.
You got a lot of energy.
Yeah, I'm
You're
really
not
feeling.
hugging nearly
We're
enough
all
people.
kind of low energy today. I'm
Yeah.
sick as a
Well, I woke
dog.
up. It's
Yeah.
3 p.m.
What time
Well,
did you
it's
wake
4
up?
p.m.
It is 4 p.m. What time did you wake up?
I think 3 p.m.
Nice, dude. Nice. You're a fucking party animal.
Is there another game on this morning? Tomorrow morning?
In the FIFA World Cup?
Yeah.
Yes, there is. There's
Waited-
another 4 a.m. game.
Oh.
Date this.
It's yeah, we were dating it. I mean, this is coming out on Wednesday. We're really crunching the numbers, but the tournament will be over by the time this episode is released. But we still got 3 more games to go, and Huw and I have been watching a lot of them, and it's really destroying my sleeping habits.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sick, and I just came back from a Queensland vacation, so energy's
That's
really
pretty
at an
cool.
all-time high. Did I tell you, Josh? Did I tell you about how I got my wet clothes back into the state?
Oh, it was disgusting because when you came back, I could smell your jacket.
So we went swimming, and I had board shorts, and I had like a top I was going to wear for the swimming and stuff. I didn't bring any speedos.
Wait, were
or
you going to
anything
wear a
like
rash vest or like a t-shirt?
that. No, I just wore a t-shirt. Then I
Come on,
went to
get
the
the
beach.
Get the summer bod out.
Ugh, I want people to stay at the beach. I don't want to scare them away.
Yeah, you do. Then you get a beach to yourself.
Yeah, but I might drown, and then no one will be able to save me. Think. You got to think. But
I think like a sane, coherent person.
so I went. So we only took carry-on baggage. So we only allowed 7 kilos of. What are you showing me?
Or 15 pounds, 15 and a half pounds.
Why do I need to know the?
Well, they might need to know that.
Who? Our international listeners, of which
The
we have
people
none?
don't know what kilos are.
What are you talking about?
They have to Google it themselves.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm providing a service here.
Yo, to whom?
To anyone who listens in pounds.
All right, you've just distracted me from my important story, and I'm going to get back
It's
to it.
very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we only had
Wait,
7.
how important is it?
It's
Very.
Like so important that it has to be finished
No,
without me
that's it.
interrupting you as many times as
we can
possible.
just forget it.
I mean, okay, we can forget.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's fine.
No,
That's
leave
tough.
it
No one.
No,
No,
the
I
important
kind
thing
of
is they knew how
forgot
heavy
what.
it was.
No.
It'll be like a little dick tease of a podcast.
No.
Find out next week what happens to Jeremy's washing. No, they have to tune in.
So we only had 7 kilos of carry-on luggage.
And your washing was your like clothes were so wet, right?
Yeah. God.
I'm just
Hey, stop hitting the blind with the chair.
What's
It's
really
gonna pick that up.
loud.
Oh my god.
If you
Oh
don't
my
like
god.
that picks up the squeaking of these chairs when we move. Like,
Good
it's
lord.
it's more sensitive than you.
Oh my god, I edit the podcast. I know what
Like
sounds
this? Like
get
all
picked
of
up or
this?
not. No, it doesn't. I
It does.
edited last week. You've never edited an episode.
Tell me how to do it. I'm with the story. Would you please finish?
If I must. So we only had 7 kilos. And
7 or 70?
70 kilos
You
for
said, it
carry
sounded
on?
like you said 70. Does that, because it includes yourself, your weight, and your luggage, yeah?
Yeah. I wish I weighed only 70 kilos. I'm a fat little.
You do
bitch.
weigh like 70 kilos, don't you?
I don't know. I'm
All right, let's weigh ourselves.
I don't want to do
We'll
that.
be back.
That's so degrading.
Degrading.
He's
Puts
so
things into
thin.
perspective.
No, but yeah, it's good to know. Or if someone ever asks you, what about right now? You'd be able to give me an answer.
I don't care what other people think. If someone asks
No,
me
it's
how
not
much
about
I
that, but
weigh,
it's like, what if it's a medical professional who
Yeah,
needs
you
to know
need
how
to
much
put it
you
on
weigh?
your license.
if it's a medical professional, I assume they have a scale in their office. I'm not going to see a medical
Well, but
professional
what if it's like...
on the street and he
We
goes,
have
What
a
if
scale
an
in the
ambulance comes and they're like, oh, we need to know how much to administer, how much
Yeah.
percentage of your body weight to administer in this medicine.
what?
Yeah.
What?
Like, we
What are
need
you
to know how
talking
much he
about?
weighs, like an elephant.
Yeah,
when they
like
sedate it.
how much
we
you
need to know
drink.
how much it
Why
weighs.
are you-
So how much, like...
Please don't compare me to an elephant.
No, I'm comparing the scenario to
You could have said any other animal and you said an
a
elephant.
giraffe, sir.
That's better.
But really, giraffes are pretty big.
Yeah,
Like
your neck's not
giant
that
horses.
long.
It's been elongated.
Yeah, but what if a paramedic was like, how much do you weigh? It's a matter of life or death. And you were like, I don't know, mister, I never...
So in this scenario, I'm in the back of an ambulance,
I don't care what paramedics do.
conscious, and
No,
they're
you're like
asking-
on the street. Something's happened to you, unfortunately.
Okay.
I would never wish that on you, sir.
Sure.
And then they're like, hey, how
The
much?
laughter in
But
your eyes says
hypothetically,
otherwise.
They're like, how? The nerve. They're like, how much do you weigh? Like, we need to know.
What? What?
Yeah,
Like
like,
you're
if
eating-
you overdosed or something, and had to
Yeah.
too much alcohol, you need to know how much you weigh.
Sure. How much do you weigh, Josh?
85.
How
now,
much
I
do you
think.
weigh?
63-ish, 64.
Okay, you guys are too self-obsessed. It's crazy. You just know every stat about yourself.
I don't know how
Well,
tall I
just
am.
check how I'm
Oh,
eating.
so that was my next question.
Oh, I don't know.
It's good for your
I think
good for
just
your
under
health.
6 feet.
Yeah.
See, now
I
if
don't
I
know
was
what's
if I was
wrong.
cocky, I would have said, yeah, 6 something. Yeah, it's about 6 foot.
Why is 6 foot?
No,
make
Because
it
6
think
foot's like
you'd
the goal height, isn't it?
Is
goal
it?
height of what?
Being tall.
What? That's a goal?
But people are always like 6 foot's a good height, you know? Like 6 foot's a manly height.
That's
They say
if I'm
You don't go on Tinder, you don't know. It's
If-
like if
yeah.
you're under 6 feet, swipe left, please.
Oh really?
Yeah, people are like
Oh.
Yeah, there are people like that.
I was
which
going to
is-
say if I
which is
ever,
fascinating.
if at any point in my life I was
Like-
sad about how tall I am and not being 6 feet, I would reevaluate everything.
Oh
But
no,
I'm-
it's yeah. It's
But I've
not a
never
thing
been on
that's like-
Tinder.
so
have
I
you
learned.
heard of manlet? A manlet?
What's a manlet?
A man.
It's just like a small,
It's a
like a
small
short man.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like-
it's got its own
okay.
word.
Oh, isn't that like a dwarfism?
It is.
No, it's just like if he's like
definitely
5'8",
derogatory.
it's like who's a manlet?
I'm
Like,
probably
it's like a
5'8".
thing. Yeah.
Mm,
I think I'm a manlet.
I
That's fine.
don't think so.
What?
Because from what I've seen, a manlet. This is a very derogatory.
Oh,
term.
5'8". Well, what's the?
They
what's
look like
the-
just a shrunk person, like a tiny. Like if you just saw a person, you walk backwards a bit.
Yeah, it's all about perspective.
that painted a picture very clearly. Oh, okay. Well, I know what's the cutoff for 6 foot? Is it 5'10"?
No, there's 12 feet. There's 12 inches
12,
to a foot.
5
so
to 12, 5,
So it's
12.
5'11" is the cutoff, and then you roll over to
Just
6
6
feet.
feet. I'd probably be about 5'9", 5'10". I guess.
You'd probably be like at least 5'10", right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I wouldn't know. I don't
'Cause
weigh
I
or
think
measure
I'm
myself.
nearly 6 foot. I
No,
think
well,
you'd
last
be
time-
more than 6 foot.
No, I don't think so.
You're taller than me, right?
I don't
I
know.
think I was nearly 6 foot last time I checked. So
You probably have reached it now.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well, it's like
you're
last
still
time I
wrong.
weighed myself was like at my grandparents' house like 2 years ago.
Well, we've
I
got
don't
a
know if
scale
you know
here.
actually.
Oh wait! I've measured. I've weighed myself.
I'll be right back.
A scandal!
I've weighed myself in the last 2 years, and so you're
Pompous ass.
you're jazzing me for something you haven't
I'm
done.
jazzing you.
I'm not stepping on that scale, Josh. It's not going to happen. I'm not weighing myself in a pot.
accurate. Don't worry.
No, he's
Oh
brought up the
yeah,
scale.
let's do it.
Hugh's standing on the scale.
This is with clothes, so
I
Who's
am
close?
68.5.
Yeah, he's
68.
congratulations. Well done. You've done it. I don't know.
I did it.
68.5. That's great. Josh is standing on it now.
Yeah, it's my clothes.
Just to be just
86.
Yeah,
Just-
his clothes are made of lead.
yeah, he is wearing a
Full replica
metal
knight's armor.
apron. He is going to the blacksmithery later to continue working on an anvil.
Yeah.
So just be aware of
Well, I'm
that.
actually carrying the anvil.
Oh, he is carrying the anvil. It's only 86 kilos. It's made of
86.
cypress.
His ideas weigh a lot.
Well, what
do
riveting
you wanna
podcast
check?
material. I don't want
It's
to
good
wait.
to check, like to keep track of your
Good,
health.
good on you. Good on you.
Oh, it is a little bit over at this.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not 68. I guess I'm 67.
Jesus, this is the maybe the worst episode we've ever.
It's like a
done.
sports.
I know I
workout.
don't say that regularly, but so
Let's see how many push-ups we can do. Let's do
It's
it.
just
Let's do it like a decathlon
weird
of.
So I get to the
It's all in
airport. And I'm only
Finally,
I only
dude.
have 7 kilos of carry-on luggage.
Yeah.
And I weigh it at the scales that you get before you check in and everything.
Weighing at the scales?
And it's
Full circle,
and my
baby.
bag is 9 kilos. And I came into Queensland. I went to the Gold Coast, by the way. I should have said that. I went into Queensland with 7 kilos carry-on, and suddenly it's 9 kilos. I'm like, oh shit, what the? And then I realized that my wet clothes was so heavy. So I took the bag out with my wet clothes, weighed it. It was exactly 2 kilos. And I'm like, well, shit. How do
I have to
do
eat
this?
these clothes.
Yeah. So we had 2 hours before the flight. And so I go into the bathroom at the airport, and you know those hand dryers, you stick your hand in. And
The
you pull
Dyson
it out.
Airblade?
Yeah, the one with like you put your 2 hands in, and then you kind of
Yeah.
pull them out, and it dries
Yeah,
them
the
out.
Dyson
So
Airblade.
there was no one in the bathroom, so I got a pair of my underwear and stuck it in there and tried to
Oh,
like
yeah.
dry, and it was like rushed around and everything. And then some guy came in, so I took him out because I didn't want to be the guy who's sticking his underwear where people stick their hands. And then I tried, I felt it, wasn't that dry, it didn't really work. So my solution was my girlfriend had a hole in her jacket, in her pocket, and that pocket led to the lining. So we took the underwear out of my bag, put it in the lining of her coat.
Well, you could just put it in the pocket of the coat, couldn't you?
Yeah, but it just threw through the lining.
It
so
just felt
we
right.
could put more in there because like there was like 4 pairs of underwear.
Okay, it didn't have to be covert. Like that's.
Well, yeah, because they're like, well, what's this? And you're weighing it down. It's still the kilos are still there. Like they don't measure the bag just to piss you off. It's all about weight and fuel and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, we can sneak these 2 kilos on. It won't affect it. But if they're there, they're like, we're gonna pay $40 to get bumped
Okay.
up.
Should have just found someone with a tiny bag.
Yeah, I'll go up to some stranger and go, can you hold my wet underwear, please?
Well, you're at an airport. You can't really tell people to hold your luggage for you.
What are you talking about?
Like,
What
okay.
world do you live in where you can
should've done it
walk
very
up?
suspicious.
where you
I've had
can-
people come up to me and be like, hey, can you take this on for me before?
Really?
Yeah.
You say no.
I did say no.
It was.
But
Yeah.
we're Australians. This was in Europe. I was like, this could be a goddamn, this could be a terrorist. I don't know. what's going on.
Jeez, you don't think Australians can be terrorists?
Oh, of course we can. There was that kid.
we can do anything.
Wasn't that a kid who was like 15 and he went and joined ISIS and then he got killed? Or
Oh, yeah, I
Jake
remember that.
someone?
Yeah.
Probably.
Let's not glorify that man or say his name.
I wasn't glorifying him.
You said his name, and I don't want to give him.
Yeah,
a
because
press.
I'm a fount of knowledge and,
Yeah,
and reliable
I see. A
facts.
68 kilo fountain of knowledge.
67.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to assume anything.
Mm.
And then my board shorts and top, which is still wet from swimming that day, I had a jumper and a jacket on, so I put the jumper on, stuffed them into the pockets, then put the jacket over that to hide the bulges. And so we're waiting in line, and I'm sweating because it's like 25 degrees Celsius in Queensland and the airport. And I'm sweating.
What's that in Fahrenheit for
I
all our
don't care.
listeners?
I don't give a fucking shit. And then we get to the gate, and I'm there like, okay, they're not gonna question us. So we're just like nonchalant. They go tickets, so I give them the ticket. I'm like, okay, you can go on. They didn't even measure our fucking bags. They didn't weigh them at all. I was sweating like a goddamn fool for nothing. It was a real harrowing experience. And I'm
Did you
glad.
put everything back in the bag then?
No, we just kind of stuffed it in the overhead locker and then took it all out when we got home.
Because when you got home, your jacket smelled really bad.
Like wet clothes.
Like
Like
wet
wet,
clothes.
Yeah.
yeah. Ball sweat.
Yeah,
and
that's because
sadness.
They were saying you-
we stuffed wet clothes into the lining. So I was at the thing and it was 2 kilos over and I didn't know what to do, so I put them all back.
Liv was saying you wouldn't wash your clothes.
What? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
What do you mean wouldn't wash my clothes?
She said you wouldn't wash your clothes because you didn't
No,
want
I didn't want to dry. I didn't want to
You're
hang
drying
my wet.
underwear,
I didn't want to
yeah.
hang my wet underwear
us
around
they
for-
were like washed, but like you wouldn't want to dry them in front of. Yeah, I get that.
in
Like,
front of the parents. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like because then we only had the one clothes.
I mean,
horse.
yeah,
So if I'm hanging them over
Like-
there, then I have to. I felt
but you're dating
I
your
sort of
daughter.
get it,
like,
but I
they,
don't like-
exactly. I don't want to remind them of my dick.
I don't really think a dick's
It's kind of a
thing.
fact of life.
It's
Yeah,
underwear,
but
it's
you're
something
like,
you wear.
there's some things in life you don't want to like be constantly reminded of.
How
It's
do you
there, you know what's
sexualize underwear?
happening, but you don't want to be like.
Is that the moral of this story?
They paid for. They graciously.
You don't want to be
allowed me
reminded of
to
your,
stay at
your
their
son-in-law's dick.
in the hotel. They paid for my accommodation, which was very nice of them. I don't want to remind them of my penis.
What a gentleman.
Thank you.
I say chivalry's dead.
Yeah,
Point in case I disagree.
thank you.
What was the topic?
The topic that we put out 2 weeks ago, we had a little interim porn jaunt
porn break,
with
yeah.
the aforementioned Liv Staffieri. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Episode 21, this is episode 22. And we are back with the topics. And the topic is, what is the coolest you've ever been? I'll open the floor to my cool brethren.
First, we have to discuss what we mean by cool.
Yeah.
Is it like cliche cool, like something I'd see in movies or TV, or is it like what's cool to me?
Yeah.
Let's we obviously don't have many cool experiences between the three
So
of us.
if you think
I
like
think we
humility is-
do.
Yeah. No, we've done pretty cool stuff.
Oh god, I forgot how big of an ego you both have. We don't need to.
Do I have a massive ego? Just
You
to...
I was
definitely
about to
have a
say
massive
humility
ego.
is cool.
Yeah, humility
I was
is
about to
cool.
say that- I was about to say
it
one
is
of the
also
coolest-
a foreign concept to you.
I was about to say one of the coolest things about me is that I'm often on time to things.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Is
nice.
I might have to reevaluate my previous statement.
Yeah.
Or it's cool about-
Strike that from the record, please.
My list is. I've got
no.
cliches.
I
It's
don't
cool
think-
about being a bad boy.
I don't
So,
think. I don't think we should pigeonhole this topic. Anything that you deem cool, let's get on with it. We don't brag a lot on this show, so I feel like we should stretch that muscle.
Okay.
bragging. I don't want to stretch the brag.
There was this, if I may start.
Yeah, go
There's a
ahead.
cool story where once I got to the airport and my bag was so I stuffed when I kind of tricked them by stuffing wet clothes in a jacket.
Being a trickster is pretty cool. Getting one over on the system is definitely cool.
Hugh, do you have you pulled out your phone? Do you have like a list of?
I have things that are cool to me, and then I have cliche cool things.
Okay.
Which one would you like? Take one. Pick a category and pick a number.
Cool to you, number 3.
Cool to me, number 3. 1, 2, 3. I taught British people how to do the juicy wiggle.
What's the juicy wiggle?
It's a dance.
Can you
move.
verbally describe
Yeah,
it?
I cannot, sir.
Can you
really
do
have
it?
to,
and
you
I'll
really
try-
have to be there.
Can you do it?
Can you
and
do
I'll-
it? Yeah, we'll try it.
describe it.
put on some disclosure? No.
All right, I'll put a little non.
the hips movement like
Okay, so he is. Wait, you don't talk because we have to describe. So he is stood up.
Yes.
He is shaking his hips.
He's mostly upright.
You can put your hands back there.
So
As long
it
as you do
seems-
like the spin with the.
So it's like a side to side.
He's describing it. He's just standing still now. He's put his thumbs up. We haven't started describing
What
it.
do you mean? I gotta keep
Get
Okay,
juicier.
so his fist, his hands
He's
are up,
twirling his fists.
and he's twirling his fist, and then he's down. They're down by his side, and they're just kind of
He's in
moving.
constant like.
all about the
pelvic
hips.
motion.
It's all about the hips. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's the part
it's
that
a real
wiggles.
juicy.
And, the
I
hands,
guess.
and then you freestyle with the hands.
Oh, freestyle with the hands.
Yeah, like you do whatever you want.
okay.
And then there's
the
like the
hips just
top
move
back where it's
side
like
to
no
side.
hands.
Yeah, side
That's
to
pretty
side.
All right, so you
And,
wiggle your juicy bits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes
a good one. Yeah. Then you told other British people they didn't. Is this in
British
And
Australia?
they were
Didn't
like, "Hey,
know
this
how
is
to
great."
wiggle.
They didn't know how to do it, so I was like teaching them in nightclubs and stuff. in
That's
Europe.
great.
And they were like, "Hey, this is fun." And then, like years later, people were like putting all their photos up and stuff, and they were like, "Oh man, I remember how you could dance." And I was like, "Remember that wiggle, palms?" But they spread the gospel.
The Gospel of who?
Cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We should have a little stinger, which is just
Cool.
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 Josh, you have any cool stories? Cool.
Is magic still cool?
Well,
Was
depends.
magic ever cool?
Yeah. Depends. What
I mean, is the magic real? Is it real, like sorcery? Because if so,
did you
yes.
turn a man into
Well,
a frog?
they thought it was, so I felt like I
Who
really
thought it was?
Was that because they were
Fools it all.
4-year-olds?
Yeah, were they children?
No. There was my sister and my boyfriend and everyone else at the
When
table.
was this?
Um,
At the table. What? You're so non-specific with the story.
yeah, okay. It was at we were having a dinner for Orthodox Christmas.
Cool.
Yeah. And we pulled the poppers. and
When was this, by the way?
It's about like 2 weeks after our Christmas.
No. Oh my god! Oh my god! What year? How long ago was
It
this?
was last year.
Okay, cool.
Or the year? Yeah, last year.
So about 2 years ago. Last year.
No, 1 year ago.
You
Last
said
year.
2 years, and then you said 2 Christmases. Okay, so last year.
No, he did. He
it's
said 2 weeks after our Christmas.
Our Christmas.
Yeah.
So after traditional
Oh,
25th
yeah,
of
no.
December
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah.
Oh, so
this year.
This year, then I guess.
So
Yeah.
early
So
January.
not 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Less than 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Less than a year ago.
God damn it! God damn it! Continue your
So-
story.
That's,
Yeah,
that's
anyway,
great. We established the timeline.
We pulled the poppers,
Yeah.
and my sister got a magic trick, like
Okay.
in her popper, like written out. like,
Oh, they
printed
really
out.
stepped up their game in these
Yeah.
fucking poppers.
And she starts reading it out loud, and we're like, whoa, 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 whoa.
You gotta perform it.
Yeah, like it's a magic trick. You
Yeah.
can't tell us how it works.
That's the number one rule of
And
magic.
she's reading, She's like, I don't get it. I don't even have any cards or whatever. And I look at it. I pick up the thing, and I'm reading it. I'm like, oh, you're doing it wrong. And I like pull out like a full card, and the paper that she's holding, she's reading is like a quarter the size of a real playing card.
Okay.
And I pull out like a full size playing card out of the paper.
Out of the paper. Okay.
Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, what's happening? Oh. And I actually had pocketed
Oh, you had pocketed a
Yeah, 'cause I
card.
always carry a playing card on me.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere. on
Now
me.
that's the real. Cool part.
Exactly, we finally got to the cool core of the story. I always carry a card. Playing card.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, "Oh, what? How? Where did it come from?" Like, "Oh, there's like Like, why would there be like it doesn't? You wouldn't expect someone to always have a card on them.
No, exactly.
That's the trick, right?
It's a real
Yeah.
psychotic move.
Yeah, and I got him. I got him real good.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend's like, "Oh, Josh, I'm scared right now. I don't know if I can like sit this close to you. I
Nice.
can't
Nice.
understand it, so
You're-
it scares me."
You're a real god
And
to
I
it.
felt,
Chris Angel.
yeah, I felt really cool, really cool.
Well, that's great. That's a great
What
story.
about you,
Used
Jeremy?
to pull
Any
off magic.
cool moments?
Obviously not. I'm sad I wrote this because I just wanted to hear you guys talk about how cool you are. There was one time I did a cool thing.
One time. What was
Out
it?
of the 23 years of my existence, one time I was cool. We were playing a game of Capture the Flag at high school.
You sure?
Yes.
Like, you sure you were cool?
Well, you be the judge.
All right, here we go.
You were the judge playing card.
Yeah.
Damn
but I obviously
You
can't.
were the judge, Ace.
I obviously can't compete with that story, but I'll try my best. No, we were playing Capture the Flag, and for physical education at school. But everyone had little, not streamers, but like
Yeah.
tags at the back. You pull that off, they have to go back to their side. Anywho, I get over to the other people's side. I've snuck around. There's not too many people there, but they've left one person guarding the flag. Shout out to
Wise.
Jake Ploss if you're listening, because he was right there.
It's like the second or third mention of Jake Paul.
He's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
And so he's standing there. The flag is behind him, and there's no one else there. And I go, well, shit, how do I get around him? And he was standing at, like, it was a little hill, and he was standing kind of in the middle of the slope. So I look at him and go, I'm going to fucking do this. So I run at him, and he goes to grab me, because I'm trying to protect the tag that's at the back of me. I slide between his legs down the hill, and I pick up the flag, and I run, and I win the game. And he's standing there looking befuddled as hell, because I've slipped through his legs. And
That's
that was
pretty
like
cool.
Tom
that,
Cruise.
that was the coolest thing about that.
Like that guy in Transformers where he slides off the bike and he's sliding on his back like and
Yeah.
firing grenades at the Transformer.
That is
That
cool.
guy.
I wasn't that cool. It was just a regular human.
Oh,
You could have been in that movie.
That
you could have
reminds
done
me
a
of
sliding audition.
I remember another thing. There's an event. I think it's a worldwide event of. I think it's called Humans vs Zombies.
Yeah, no, I played that.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah.
played a big one in Melbourne.
Yes.
in the park.
Yes.
And there was probably like more than 100 people involved in this. And it was insane how many like people were chasing each other. And yeah, so how it works is the humans have tags on them, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so they have to
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
the tags from them, and the zombies. Just have to pull your tags and then you become a zombie.
Yeah.
And you can stun a zombie by hitting them with I think it's a balled up
Baseball
sock
bat.
or any sort of Nerf weapon.
Yes. No, I have a story to tell about this. So I
Yeah,
surrounded.
so that we had a whole event where we would just like run around chasing. We had a zombie captive, which we would just keep like pulling their tag.
so
every once
fucked
in a
up.
while. Yeah, hitting them with the sock. Yeah, and there was we separated off from the main group, just like watching the main group. We'd walk like alongside them, like in the tree line. Just that whole like experience felt really cool because like. But when you step back, you're like, what the hell are we doing? We're like, way too old for that. Like,
No, yeah, but
there was some like big chases when like we would be running, we'd turn around, we'd shoot midair and stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I
You
had
got a story about this?
It was in, I think it was in primary school. It definitely was high school. It was like
Yeah.
grade 5 or 6, and we were playing that game. We were participating in it, and this is when I was peak fitness. So, because I used to be a little runny boy, I used to do athletics and swimming and stuff. So I was actually fit, and we were playing the game, and it was about 30, 40 kids at the school playing it, and slowly but surely, every one of them got into a zombie except for me. And there was like 2-3 days to go before the event ended, and it was one recess and lunchtime where 30 kids were chasing me around the school for the whole time, and I was trying to evade them. And I didn't get caught that whole time. That was my peak fitness. That was pretty cool. And then we went on an excursion on the second last day to the city, and we got off a train, and some rando 30-year-old came up and grabbed me, and I got freaked out. So I'm like, what the fuck's happening? And then he pulled my tag, and I was turned into a zombie. So some random guy getting off the train got me, and it was a rather ill-fitting end to my illustrious human career. Yeah. Huw, let's get back to your list of...
No, I was like, I'll have a cool
Oh,
sporting moment.
Oh, a
Yeah,
sporting
go ahead.
moment. Oh, I've got a non-cool sporting moment I can kind of tell later.
Perfect.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
No, because I used to play indoor soccer, and there
Nice.
was this team that we like some of the because like people from our school played on different teams, and like there were people we knew, and there was a team that we had like a rivalry with. We played our first ever game against them, and they beat us. I think it was 4-2 or 4-3 or something, so it was like a close game.
Yeah.
We played him again like a season later. Just like, I'm sure we played him more times, but this is the most memorable one. And it was 3-3, and it had been 3-3, and like halves in indoor are only 14 minutes. So it's like, it's a quick game, but it's fast paced.
Yeah.
And usually there's like 8 or 9 goals average.
Yeah.
And this one was 3-3, and we were like, holy shit, like it's a low scoring game. And yeah, I remember Jake Paulson, 3 seconds left, gets a free kick, and he chips the ball over the top, and I'm just like, I didn't see the clock, like, I'm just like, fuck it, instinct, like, just hit it first time on the volley, bottom corner, as the buzzer goes off, and everyone screams, like people on the sides of the corner, like, yeah, and I was like, whoa, we ran, like, at each other, and then the team, like, hanging their heads, and I was like, we fucking did it.
That's a dream.
Cool.
That's a dream end to a sporting game. Those are great. You got anything else in there, or should I tell my fucking embarrassing
Nah,
story?
please, embarrass yourself.
So, as I said...
Wait, is this the school
This
swimming?
is the school swimming.
Yes,
That's how
dude.
it's all.
So I told Hugh, I don't think I've told Josh.
I don't know.
So I went to the school swim meet. I used to be a great swimmer. I haven't swum for quite a while. But it was, after you go to school, you go to the regional things where it's like you're competing against other schools.
Okay, yeah.
It was my first time doing it. And I was in the 100-meter freestyle. And I had never competed at this event, at this stage before.
Yeah.
I was pretty nervous and everything. Anyway, so I get up to the blocks. 7 other little boys in their Speedos. God, I miss it. Beep, 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 beep.
And one 28-year-old Brit man.
Yeah.
Door gets kicked in.
Yeah. I'm taking away. No, it was, we're all there. The starting pistol goes, I dive into the pool, and I'm swimming, and there's like a fucking string in the way, and I was like, someone, because I saw them holding up a string before, and I was like, oh, I just dropped it, that's weird. So I just keep swimming through it. And I'm swimming, and there's no one really around me, and I'm like, okay, I'm a good swimmer, I can give myself that. I don't think I could be winning by this much.
Yeah.
So I start to slow down, and I turn around, and out of the corner of my eye, 2 lanes over, I see another guy swimming behind me. I'm like, oh shit, this is still a race. So I swim my freaking heart out, get to the end, get out of the water. My coach is at the other end, goes, it was a false start. You weren't supposed to keep swimming that. So red in the face, I get out of the pool. I looked around. Every single student at this race, not from my school, from every school, had been screaming at me to stop swimming.
You just hear screaming.
I didn't hear anything because I was in the water. It was just splashes and I had a cap on, so I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Every single person was screaming at me going, stop swimming, stop swimming! And it was so freaking... It was like over 200 students and teachers and everyone. And so I get up and he's like, you're going to have to race again. Just calm down, just walk slowly. There's no... You don't have to... So I kind of really quickly walk back just to get the embarrassment over. And all the other boys were like, oh, sorry, mate. So they're all like... It's like, far out. God, of course.
Yeah. And you just wasted all your energy.
Yeah.
And you're like...
Dive into the pool, the string's there again. I second guess myself, and then I look around, everyone's stopping. I'm like, okay. So I stop. Another false start.
Who's this person who's false?
I think it was 2 different boys. And the second time we dive in, we complete the race. I came second out of all that. I was like, I came second. I could have won that race. I wasn't
You
such
didn't
a
use all your energy at the start.
blockhead. And I
Coolest
still...
part is the swimming cap.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause you in a swimming cap is a good image.
It was a purple swimming cap
Oh.
with yellow APS.
Purple used to be my
on it.
favourite colour when
Yeah.
I was in primary school.
So that it wasn't a coolest moment, but it definitely was a not cool moment. That really still haunted me.
What's uncool to
I don't
you?
think it was.
What's uncool? I don't think
What's
anything.
a cliche uncool thing?
I don't know. I'm such an uncool person that I don't like to judge. But
Other
what's
people.
uncool?
Uncool person.
Yeah. What's uncool to you? I guess an uncle.
Yeah.
An uncle's pretty
Well, actually, my
uncool.
uncle at the moment is uncool.
Oh,
Yeah. But he goes for Carlton. It's fine. He's getting his comeuppance.
I'm sure that hurts.
Yeah.
Do you have another cool story on your phone?
Let me. The one above.
I rode a wave.
Nice,
in Hawaii.
dude. You swimmer.
I
surfer.
haven't done many. I haven't done many.
Was
surfing.
it a boogie board?
You haven't done many
No,
surfing?
it wasn't a boogie board. It was inflatable round tube thing.
Oh yeah, tubing. I
Um,
really badly injured myself.
and I didn't realize how big it was
Mm.
because I was on it. Like, it just looks like water from my perspective. It looks the
Sure.
same as any other level.
Yeah.
And I'd started swimming up in front of it, and then I caught it, and then it caught me.
Yeah, you don't
because
catch
I was
the
on
wave.
an inflatable thing. It just
Yeah.
popped out of my arms, and I went in it for maybe 20 seconds of just tumbling, and all this sand
Yeah.
blasted me, and everyone told, like, when I popped up, everyone's like screaming, "Get out, get out!" And I'm like, what? It wasn't.
You both
that
have
bad.
stories of everyone screaming at you while you're in the water.
Yeah. They're like, get out, you're gonna
so
die.
bad.
I'm like, what? And they're like, it was like at least a house height. I'm like, what?
I remember being on like Sorrento
Doing a
back
tsunami?
beach.
like a story.
No, well, they get big swell in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Kahuna. Yeah, I remember being dumped by waves at Sorrento Back Beach and thinking I was gonna fucking die.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
dumped by waves at this recent trip. I miss it so much. I
miss the struggle for life.
I hated getting out of the. When I was a kid, I hated getting out of the beach. I just would get buffeted
Getting
by
out of the
waves
beach.
Yeah.
for 2 hours at least. I would just
Yeah.
stand there and get just destroyed by waves. And
And then you get that feeling afterwards, like at home, when you just feel like
yeah,
the waves.
you,
like,
then you
"Ooh,
could still
ooh."
feel the ghost of the waves. And I did it this way. I was like,
Ghost of the wave.
I'm a real lazy motherfucker, and
Yeah.
not as fit as I used to be. But I just stayed in the water for so long. It was so fun. Do you have another story on your?
I was thinking of more. There was one because we used to have at work when I used to work at a Spanish restaurant, and there was like a courtyard in the back. So it was
Yeah.
like you'd walk in the fridge
I
right
know
there,
this story.
and then like you walk past, and then all the way down the back of the yard on the back fences, which like kept people from getting to the cars and storage and stuff.
A little basketball hoop.
Mini basketball hoop.
Yeah, I know this
Like, I don't know what the
Yeah.
diameter of the ring is. Like, it's a tiny ball. Like, you can hold it in one hand easily. And we used to play. So we used to, like, on our lunch breaks and stuff, we go out there and play horse and like get different point values. So it was like 1 point for super close, 2 points if you're standing a bit further back.
Yeah.
And there was like a set of steps you could go down, and it was like 3 points from back there, down the steps, and all the way back at the fridge, which was maybe like 15 meters away from the hoop. That was like,
Well,
What's
so it's
that
like
in feet?
what's like a 10 centimeter hoop?
Yeah.
10, 15 centimeter hoop.
Yeah,
and you're
what we say.
15 meters away.
Yeah.
With a ball you can palm in one hand.
yeah,
Yeah.
and no one had ever hit anything further than like the second step.
Oh yeah.
And so there were people. It was like a after work party sort of thing. Like some of the owners.
Oh,
Friends
so
were there,
there was a
and, like,
crowd.
There were some
Yeah,
people.
this is
there
the
was
time where heroes
Yeah,
are made.
there were some people, and like we'd been taking shots at it, and like we'd taken a few fridge shots, and no one had gotten it. Wait, was it New Year's Eve? Was it? I don't think so. Anyway, and then I stood back at I'd taken like 2 or 3, and I got one really close, and I was like, it's gonna fucking happen. Like it's gotta happen. And this guy Taylor I worked with like went inside at the time I took the shot, and I just stood for like back of the fridge 2 steps. And I just watched it, and Anna was watching it, and like a few other people were watching it. It goes in, and I just sprint through the entire restaurant, like out the back onto the street, just like, "Wah!" on the road. Fucking, oh my god, hit the 10, dude.
That's
It was
a
crazy.
once in a lifetime opportunity.
And Taylor will still not believe me, but I know what I saw.
That's great. Do you have any memorable New Year's Eve? Remember that time we went to see Nightcrawler together on New Year's Eve? We went to the Sun Theatre in Yarraville and we saw Nightcrawler together.
No.
And we had champagne. They had free champagne.
It was on New Year's Eve?
It was on New Year's Eve. We went to
What year? 2016?
15 maybe. When did Nightcrawler come?
What time did
I
did
lost.
you go?
It was about 6:30ish, and so we got out before midnight. What year did Nightcrawler come out?
They need to yell at it.
It's
Here's
just
a summary from Wikipedia. Nightcrawler is a fictional superhero.
Oh,
appearing
damn it.
in comic
Damn it.
books published by Marvel Comics,
2014.
commonly in association with the
shut
X-Men.
up. Google, shut up.
Debuted in the comic book
Google, shut up. Stop talking.
You can't stop Google.
Okay, Google.
Turn the
Okay,
volume
Google,
off.
stop. Thank you.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we went. That's so sad. It was such a nice evening. We went and saw.
Really not.
We went and saw Nightcrawler, and there was champagne, and we had a nice time.
What did we do after?
We
Or
went
before?
to a party on the Williamstown Strand, I think.
I don't think this was me.
There was definitely you. We definitely went to the movies together on New Year's Eve. And then, where did we go after that? I forgot. Maybe it was a different...
I've been to the Strand on New Year's twice, and neither time I was with you.
Okay, so then but we didn't do that afterwards. But we definitely went to the movies together. I'm so disappointed you don't remember this.
I don't remember a lot of things.
Remember Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah, I remember the movie. Yes.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it in cinemas. I thought
Yeah.
the first time I saw it was when we watched it. Oh, I downloaded it and watched it. I remember being at the
No,
cinema.
we went to the movies and saw it. It was cute.
I don't
Not
know what's
cute
up
enough,
with it.
apparently.
I'm so
I
disappointed.
really don't know what's.
Why would I make up this story? what do I get out of
I
making
believe-
up this story?
I can't play it. I
believe
need
you've done this.
I need
I'm not
more
su-
of the night because
Yeah,
like
was
all of
he the
my
friend?
That's all I remember.
all of my New Year's are like
That's probably why. Like,
have several chapters to them.
Yeah, that's all I
And
remember.
so just yeah.
Yeah.
And free. I feel like I remember the free champagne.
Dude, I remember when I went to schoolies. None of you were there.
No, I was in
but
Cambodia.
great, you traveled overseas. No, we went. I forgot. I think it was Talkie.
Yeah, you went to Talkie.
Talkie for a friend's holiday house, and we were there, and we were there for like a week, and it was the 4th day, and I came down with a very bad. It was like flu or sickness or just like, but I was vomiting up and I was like curled on the floor, just like upstairs while everyone was downstairs partying.
Nice.
Yeah. So then they all came upstairs because they wanted to have a little smoke, and so they went upstairs on the balcony and they were smoking. And I'm just like curled up, just like feeling awful. And at a certain point I go, all right, I've got a few days left here. I don't want to be ruined. I'm going to have to throw up.
Yeah.
So I say to Keegan, the host, I go, look, I need something to vomit into. I know something's going to happen now, but it's going to probably happen soon. So he comes up with an ice cream, like a 2-liter ice cream container and a saucepan. Like a big pot for salt. And he goes, look, I prefer you vomit into this ice cream container, but if it's going to be too much, you can use a saucepan. Please don't, but if you need to, it's here.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, mate, thank you very much. So I feel it coming, and it's just not happening. So I go, fuck it. So I put the saucepan aside, because gross. Get the ice cream container, jam my fingers down my throat, and just vomit into this thing. I had to force myself to vomit. And I felt fantastic afterwards.
Yeah.
I felt like I could climb a mountain or, get drunk some more. So I did that up. I'm fine. I come down. Everyone's like, "Oh, hey, you're right," and they're all blasted. And Keegan's in the bathroom vomiting himself because he's so drunk.
Yeah.
Comes out, and then Dan, our audio engineer, comes down and goes, "Oh shit, you got ice cream?" Walks up and just goes, "Oh!" Because it was just full of like
brimming,
bright yellow vomit. And so then he goes in and he vomits in the toilet. And I had to wait because I wanted to get rid of the vomit, but the toilet was occupied.
We're going to do vom stories?
No,
like
maybe on another episode.
I've got some vom stories.
I got some vom stories.
Yeah, okay, we'll keep the vom stories till next time. Hugh and I became best friends because of a vom story.
Yeah, vomited.
Yeah. But speaking of vomit, we've come to the end of this episode saying it was a piece of shit. And it's time to now pull out a new topic for a week when we get back to topics. I don't know what's going to happen next week. Don't expect anything.
Yeah, exactly. It could be crazy. Can make sure they hear that.
That's a good one.
Anyone,
I'll take a little pick. Well, no, I picked last week. Josh do it. You're going to have to tilt the jar. We're hands too big. Oh, he's got a topic. It is long.
It's a long topic.
Real schlong one.
Long top.
What do we got, Josh? Really projected into the mic.
What kinds of pranks did you pull on your teachers?
Oh.
Or any other school shenanigans?
Oh, okay. So, taking a trip back to school. Ding, ding, ding. There's the bell. It's 9 a.m. You're going in. You're tired. You want to fucking liven up the day. What'd you do to liven up the day? Whoa, what an interesting topic we can discuss next week on Don't Expect Anything. I've been Jeremy.
I said I don't expect
still
anything.
being Josh.
And Huw.
See ya.
Amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. I don't know. You guys kind of blasted me, and I'm definitely
You blasted yourself, son.
I'm gonna go cry in my room.
Aw.
You what? Ah!
We'll be able to hear
You
you
roasted
cry
me
as well.
for 20 minutes at the top of this episode.
Well, no, we didn't.
What? How much do you weigh?
Core freaking blimey, mate.
Struth.
Teas and crackers, biscuits and pudding.
Blimey.
The Nile. The Thames. Stairs. Crickets. And scones.
Oh. You are the Commonwealth.
Wow. We have international listeners. That was just a excerpt from one of our fans who sent it to us. At our email at don't expect anything podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah, I was pretty excited to receive it. I love receiving mail and, any sort of messages or ratings.
Yeah, let's cut to two of our more international listeners, as they discuss what they love about the podcast.
Yeah, so I've got Pierre here from France.
Oh, they're in the room?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to cut them.
No, I'm going to bring them in. I
go
flew
get
them both in.
Alright,
I flew
go
Pierre in
get
for a
them,
back.
Go get them.
Okay, well, hang on a minute.
Alright, sorry. Oh, oui. Good to see you. Good to see
How was
you.
the flight?
Ciao, ma molto bene. Wait, I'm French. Oh,
Have you
my
been taking classes in Italian again, Pierre?
Si. Let me talk Italian.
Oh, because you got to practice. I know you're an actor. You got to practice for that Italian mob film.
Making
that's
sure
coming
it is good.
Yeah.
Oh, Pierre, you are so funny. Thank you, Jeremy. You are definitely favorite podcast. And I talk to you, I tell you that on your voice is sounding really racist.
Yeah, it's
here.
actually sort of
No,
going
it
towards
is
like Mandarin
no,
Chinese.
I'm not wrong. It is a good.
Okay, he's back to
I'm back.
what I know. That's how I met you when
We met on the line
Yeah.
at the DEA podcast.
Yeah.
I have to go.
You got
Must
that,
go
that,
make.
you got an early call tomorrow.
Gotta
don't
make
you?
the pudding into
Yeah,
a
that classic
baguette.
French pudding.
Ah,
Yeah,
ciao,
okay,
my
European
friend.
biscuit.
Mwah, mwah,
Yeah,
these are
that's it.
good.
All right, and we've also got.
Oh, Oscar from Germany.
Oh yeah, how you doing?
Yes,
very
wow, you just missed Pierre, dude.
Oh Pierre, my very good friend.
You know
yes,
Pierre?
yeah.
How did you guys meet?
Yeah, well, we very close. Germany and France, yes.
Oh, that's so good.
I give him sausage. He give me bread.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Oscar.
Oh yeah, that's very good.
You are so charming. And
Yeah.
I feel like more people.
You know, das ladies tell me that. Oh.
Oscar, can
Yeah.
you get your hand off my thigh, please, Oscar?
Nein.
Oh,
But I love the podcast, yeah.
it's good. Have you?
I just read the cue card.
Have you rated us 5 stars?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Read this, please. I mean, cut that out. Cut that out. Read this, Oscar. But cut that out.
Ja, ist very good. Ja, was ist das Schadenfreude? Schnitzel. Das Schnitzel ist Austrian? Weißer? Lederhosen?
All right, that's been our international listeners. Thanks for listening, guys. Good to see you again, Oscar.
Yeah, why?
Oh, he's gotta go. He's gonna go brew his.
I
tea.
have early call time, yeah.
He has early call time. Yeah. Thanks, Oscar.
You're welcome.
Wow. What you know, Europe's
This post roll is so long.
Europe's such a it's like a tapestry of different cultures.
It
Whereas
is.
Australia is just like,
Hey, mate.
have a big M and a Lamington.